This is the story of Solomon E. Smith III, starring another veteran officer who didn't have a clue how to conduct a lawful Terry stop. I'm beginning to sound like a broken record, aren't I? You know, the Isley Brothers had a hit song years ago, and the title was Here We Go Again. Question: how blind is law enforcement to the real issues facing it? I've shown you this before in past presentations, but I'm going to bring it up again as a lead into my presentation. Identify the top 3 mistakes committed by officers that indeed result in the majority of lawsuits, lost careers, and the fomenting of community distrust. So what are the top 3 mistakes committed by officers that lead to the top 3 consequences that we continue to face and deal with in the law enforcement profession today? There they are. Number 1, unlawful stops and detentions. Number 2, unlawful arrests. And number 3, unreasonable force. And what you're going to see coming up is this played out exactly by officers who do not know their lawful authority during police-citizen contacts. I want to remind everyone, Terry v. Ohio, which gave us reasonable suspicion of crime, was decided in 1968. That was 52 years ago. And too many officers still can't figure it out. You must have a particularized, reasonable suspicion of an actual crime that has, is, or is about to occur, and you have to have that articulated before stopping and detaining a citizen. So it's obvious from the upcoming video that reasonable suspicion of crime includes walking while black down the sidewalk at midnight, minding your own business on your way home from a friend's house. The date, May 29th, 2020. The time, 12:10 a.m. Location, Springfield, Florida. And it was only 4 days after the death of George Floyd. And if you want to see the full video, you can find it in the link in the comments section below.
3200 block of Business 98. Come here.
What I did now?
Huh?
What I did?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I ain't did nothing. I'm just walking going home.
Where's home at?
My place is down the road. I'm not bothering nobody.
Okay. You got any ID on you?
I left my ID at home.
Okay. Well, just give me your name.
Man, why y'all gotta harassing me for?
We're not harassing nobody.
I'm just doing my job. I'm going.
What's your job?
I'm walking down the road, minding my business. I ain't bothering nobody.
Okay. Well,
I'm trying to get home.
It's 12 o'clock at night, and when we see people out that we don't recognize, we get it.
I'm walking by myself. I don't bother nobody.
Okay. Give her your name and your date of birth.
My name is Solomon E. Smith III. I'm not for to be bothered with this stuff. This is works of the devil. That's all it is. I'm not doing nothing, sir.
Okay.
I'm minding my business. I don't bother nobody. I'm quiet. I stick to myself.
Okay.
Mr. Eastman, how do I spell your first name?
Solomon.
Solomo?
On.
I know it. Okay.
Wait for no reason. That ain't no probably cause when y'all do stuff like that. It bothers me. I can't even go nowhere.
Okay. Well, I don't know who you are.
I gotta clean it up.
Okay, I don't know who you are. And so it's 12 o'clock at night. You're out here walking.
I'm minding my business though.
Okay,
I ain't hurt nobody. It should not be no problem. I'm minding my business. You could not be doing. I'm not doing that to nobody. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't commit no crime.
I never said you did.
Why are y'all coming at me like that?
Because
I'm not doing that.
It's 12 o'clock at night, and at 12 o'clock at night, most people or at home in bed?
Minding my business. Coming from my friend's house. That's the problem. That's why you can't do me like that.
Whether you believe this or not, okay,
I'm good.
you're in the area that's known for a lot of drug activity and prostitution, okay? All right, so I don't know who you are, so I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna identify you, and if you're good to go, you're gonna be on your way and you can go home and do whatever you want to do.
You got to work with me.
No, I ain't got to work with you.
Listen, I'm not.
I said turn
with you.
I said turn around.
Man, y'all don't mess with me.
Hey, don't move. Now stop now.
Put your pants behind the back, bro.
Man, bust out the pussy, man.
Get on the ground.
You heard my back.
Get on the ground, bro.
Man.
Kill me.
Man,
Get him go.
I'm trying to get home, please. I'm trying to get home.
I want you to really ponder what you've just seen. Solomon was unlawfully stopped, arrested, tased, thrown to the concrete, and injured by officers of the Springfield, Florida Police Department. And when you watch the news conference put on by the chief of that department, you know, people are applauding him for his transparency, and you know, I get that. But Chief, you have officers on your department who are capable of doing this. Where's the training to prevent this? And that's on you. So what crime had he committed? I mean, he was stopped unlawfully, he was arrested, tased, thrown to the concrete, and injured. What had he done wrong? He was trying to get home. Here are the 6 reasons officers conduct unlawful stops and detentions. And when you watch that video, you're going to see that at least 2 of these were perpetrated by Officer Ronnie Nelson. He most certainly performed an unlawful stop to conduct an unlawful fishing expedition, and then his thing about a drug area and a prostitution area, give me a break. That's an unlawful detainment based upon a thing called happenstance of geography. At least 2 out of the 6 were perpetrated by Officer Ronnie Nelson. So the problem with law enforcement in this country stems primarily from officer-induced escalation. Citizens in these situations aren't escalating. It's the officers who are escalating because they don't know their lawful authority during every step of a police-citizen contact. See, officers such as Ronnie Nelson, who don't know their lawful authority during these police-citizen contacts, are responsible for the majority of constitutional rights violations perpetrated against our citizens on a day-to-day basis. And no amount of de-escalation training will help. De-escalation training doesn't train officers to know their authority in these police-citizen contacts, yet de-escalation training continues to be heralded as the answer to the problems facing law enforcement today. And with this recent situation that spawned off of the George Floyd killing, again, what am I reading and hearing? De-escalation, de-escalation, de-escalation. Well, there's Officer Ronnie Nelson, arrested on felony and misdemeanor charges. Years of experience, didn't have a clue what it took to perform a lawful stop. And look where it led. Officer-induced escalation. Preventing unlawful stops, frisks, arrests, and use of force is exactly what we train in our course called Confident Non-Escalation. This is where de-escalation training begins, and it's offered exclusively through Premier Police Training. You're not going to find it anywhere else. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask you to please visit our website at premierpolicetraining.com. Take a look at our Confident Non-Escalation course that can prevent the circumstances that and the situations which you just saw. involving Solomon E. Smith III. I'm Don McRae with Premier Police Training. Thank you for giving me your time. And again, I'll sign off, and I just wish everybody stay safe, stay well, and thank you.